Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So let me show you the power of this strategy when you get a pro trend trade. Now this is 1 hour liquidity point, so we expect this 1 hour to be raided, and then after being raided, it is a pro trend trade because what we check here is check daily time frame and know the overall market direction strictly for risk to reward only. Proceed to either options for entry. So I've checked. So people asking me for the video, I'll provide that, Julian, don't worry. Now option 1 is switch to 4 hours and check liquidity raid or week offs, and then shift to 15 minutes and get entry at 15 minutes, double close in our direction. Now I did that and there is no entry, so I shift to no, there is no raid, so I shift to no raids in 4 hours, shift to 1 hour and check liquidity raid and week offs, and shift to 15 minutes double, 5 minutes double close. You can see Theophilus is even aware that I'm supposed to be uploading the video, the 2 hours video I'm uploading of this strategy. So make sure you watch it out. I'm uploading it today that I'm recording this video. So you shift to 1 hour and check liquidity raid or week offs, and shift to 5 minutes, wait for double close in your direction and take entry. Now this is my marked area of 1 hour liquidity. I want to show you the power of this strategy when it is a pro trend. When it is pro trend, you hold for extreme home runs. So let's see, we don't get now that is a raid, and immediately it is rejected because there are no orders up here, orders are down here. So when we get that, we wait for double close of 5 minutes in our direction. So this is the first close and you can see the momentum kicking in. Now this is second close. Depends with your broker. If this was first close, this would be second close, but in this case FXCN is showing us that this is the only close. Now this imbalance is so big, and therefore you cannot just take your, if it was small we would have just taken our entry at the retest of this, but since it is big and our stop loss should be here, we cannot take 15 pip stop loss. So I rather just take it from up here. So let's give it, like, let's say 6 pip stop loss, and then wait for it to pull back. You can still wait for it to pull back, and then after it pull backs, you take when you see 15 minutes 5 minutes again close bearish on our direction. So that is just personal preference, so you can just set your limit there and relax. Stop loss should be below this point. If this is wicked again, it means we are liquidity and there is not enough liquidity to take this trade, so we op in again. You don't just let trade like that after waiting for so long. Now this is a pro trend trade, and therefore we are expecting that since the daily is selling, you can see the momentum is daily sells, things are selling out. So ideally I'm expecting that this low will go. At the same time, I'm expecting that eventually this low will go, and it will even keep going. If you still want to hold, you can hold up to maybe, let's say, this imbalance here. That is how ridiculous this thing can be if it is pro trend. So with that in mind, we go back to 5 minutes and know that this is going to be our take profit. This is the imbalance zone, but we don't need that. So when this is our final take profit is here, this brings the trade to nearly I want to 25. That is how you can flex with this strategy. You can equally take it at this other low and it will still be 1 to 15. Alternatively, you can still hold it here since it is pro trend and we are in line with the overall direction of the market. You can get this opportunity in 15 minutes or you can get it in 5 minutes. The risk to reward will be nearly the same because of how tight our stop loss is. So when that, you wait and see if we nearly got stopped out, and as you can see after that it is wildfire. How to flex. So if you want to flex, we don't do that here, but if that is the case, you want to flex, you could still flex with holding it up to this imbalance if you like. So as you can see, this was 1 to 25. It nearly went for more than that, I think so. It went for more than 1 to 30. This was the trade. So let's stop a little bit and see how much it went to. That day it went to 1 to 30 risk to reward. Of course we don't do that, and the strategy does not recommend that you flex that long. As much as you will be getting it's called pro trend trades, And if you get a pro trend entry using the options provided, just know that you could hold for a home run. That is what I mean by using the daily time frame strictly for risk to reward ratio, because that is what will determine whether you should be holding that position for long or you should be holding that position for short term. If it is against the trend, we just hold for a 1 to 6 risk to reward maximum. So let's switch to, let's say, 15 minutes and see if this zone has already been reached. I'm not sure. We can see if the zone has already been reached or it went for a break even. So let's see. Did it go for a break even first or it went? So currently that is where the price is. So definitely we would be expecting that to see price reach this zone, but that was extremely unnecessary. The only way is to reach here at this particular lows, one day low and 4 hours lows or highs, and you take your entry. As you can see, this was a very beautiful trade, and the checklist remained the same. We look to see step 1, check out daily time frame and know the overall market direction strictly for risk to reward. Only proceed to either options for entries. Now, why do you need to check? It will determine whether you are holding for long or you are just taking 1 to 4 risk to reward and you are walking out. And then you switch to 4 hours and check for liquidity raid or week offs, and then shift to 15 minutes to get entry when you see 15 minutes double close in your direction. If it doesn't close, you start afresh. You don't see a close in 15 minutes and then another opposite close and then another close in your direction and then you conclude that that is now double close. No, double close should be consecutive. I think I've made myself clear on that. So let me break this trade down. Exactly the same trade is what my people here are looking, as you can see. By the way, if you want me to, if you want a course outline of true liquidity, pause this video and record all these ones. If you can't join and take this one here, if you can't join here, it's free. If you want me to hold you by the hand, join here. I will teach you all these other particular things about this strategy, so you can check the kind of person you will be when you join this group. That is the only option you will have. So we trade backtested data and we get so many trades. This is an example of a trade I took and it went for a smash take profit. This was on Friday. GBP JPY. I trade all pairs and the strategy works in all pairs. So AUD USD sells. So let's tell Theophilus to provide us with provide charts for us to take. I have so many boys here and people are taking trades, so you can join here. It's free. Your questions will be answered even without me intervening, because people understand the strategy, and if you are serious and you keep responding and participating in the discussion, it shows that you want to know, and therefore I'll be willing to help. And in that situation, you will be getting a special invites like this to join the classes. I offer free classes, by the way. So these are people who are serious, and therefore I ask them to join. This is invite only classrooms, so join if you are serious. It's free. So let me just break for you this trade, and I don't waste your time because I know time is money. So let's shift to 1 hour because the daily I've already shown you. So let's just shift to 1 hour. If you want to see how to get option 1, which is of 4 hours, check 4 hours. I have a video of 2 hours plus. It is explaining the two concepts in detail, and it is full SMC. So you check it out. It's already uploaded here in this channel, so check it out. So since 4 hours was not showing any trade, we shift to 1 hour and be monitoring. So if this high goes, we know that that is a liquidity raid in that particular 1 hour order book. So that would be liquidity and will be inducement or will be any manipulation you want to call it. So we relax and shift to 5 minutes and be watching. If that liquidity goes, then we don't expect the price to move again. The price to move again in up here. We don't expect the price to move again up here. So join the group, and it's free. It's free. Okay. So let's see. So people are looking for trade setups, by the way. Let's see, we get a liquidation. Where do we get the liquidation? We get the liquidation there. We have the liquidation. So what next? We wait for double close in our direction. That is 2 candle close in our direction. With this big imbalance, we cannot just enter there. The least we can do is to mark the high and the low, and then look to take entry at 50% pullback, which is very reasonable. If you are tired of refining, that would be the most reasonable, something here and stop loss above here. Or you can even refine to 75%. So like in this case, I would really want it to be about 6 pip stop loss, so that I make sure that I am taking the trade after exhausting all the pullback needed. And then this is a pro trend, so I would target a 1 to 6. We don't need to flex, just target a 1 to 6. That would be enough. Or if you want to go more than that, never pass 1 to 10 with this strategy. It's extremely unnecessary, and that is not healthy long term. So when you see that playing out, the market pulls back and then tags you in, nearly stopping you out, but immediately you are taken in. Now if you get a situation whereby the market is melting like this and you didn't have a fixed take profit, you can go in and start to see this momentum fade in. When this momentum fades, you can now see to exit, because there is possibility of pullback and you shall have worked out with nearly a 1 to 8. So join there, it's free.